Eventually, you have to ask yourself a question: why does this stuff keep happening? There's a story been making the rounds on social media for the last couple of days, and I've been ignoring it because I thought there was something that just didn't add up about it. And that sort of comes full circle today. We hear that the story about this young kid, and it's a sixth grader in Virginia. Her name is Amari Allen. She is 12 years old, and she goes to a Christian school. And they said that these two boys held her down and said racist stuff about her, said her hair was nappy and ugly, and cut her dreadlocks off and cut up the dreadlocks on her head. And this was shared everywhere on social media by people trying to chum up some hate over this. I want you to watch this little clip here for an example of what was talked about as far as allegations. Right here.
Came up to me, like they basically caged me in, sort of. And one of the boys put my hands behind my back, another one put their hands over my mouth so I couldn't scream or anything, and the other one kept cutting my hair. And they kept calling me names like ugly, and I shouldn't have been born, I don't deserve any of this, stuff like that.
What did they say about your hair?
They called it nappy and stuff like that.
Oh, they just grabbed. This is, see, if you look, you can see she had pieces like this in her hair where they just grabbed her hair and just grabbed a lot of her hair up. Look at this. Look at this.
Right, now, I think you can see why there would be some outrage here. It's insane, and you'd go, oh my God, how terrible is this that this happened? Once again, the whole story was completely made up. And you have to ask yourself, why are these people doing this? Why are all these Jussie Smolletts of the world popping forward and stepping up and saying that something terrible happened to them, that they were attacked, for racist or other reasons? And they were sort of insinuating several different reasons in this story. And the media looks at it with an absolutely uncritical eye. Media outlets are so scared to not take this stuff seriously or question even for a second. You see where that goes in the Jussie Smollett situation. Hell, I was one of the only people who, when I heard that story first off, was like, this sounds fishy. I know this area. You can't throw a rock and hit a Republican on Riverside in downtown Chicago. And in this one, it was like, again, there's like all these weird details, and a teacher watched it, and the teachers are going, and the school didn't want to say that it was just a lie. And finally, this 12-year-old has admitted that the whole thing was just absolutely fake. It was just created. And I think one of the reasons for this is we live in a culture of victimization now. It's, it's not anything to be embarrassed about to be a victim. In fact, it's supported and applauded in so many cases. And if you're not a victim, then somehow you're part of the problem. And these stories just kind of come together from people who need to get back to individualism. And the rejection of identity, I think, will assist with this in so many different ways. But I'm interested to see what you think. Why are these stories coming up over and over and over? Why do we find ourselves in a spot where people are faking these hate crimes? This is just the latest of them. Is this a larger societal problem? Is this something deeper? What do you think? Hit me up in the comments below. Why do we keep seeing these stories like this? And why is the media so likely to believe these without being skeptical in the slightest when they do appear out there in news circles? Let me know what you think. Thank you very much.